So the 24 hours is up.
Now we're going to play all the testimonials.
Ooh.
Yeah, so don't leave.
Okay.
If you're on the live stream right now, I'm sticking around for 2 more hours.
I'm in my bacon suit.
We have real testimonials. Hey, it beeped.
Wow.
Nice. Congratulations, guys.
Yay.
Now we get the
So
testimonials, guys. This
now
is
we
we're gonna
did
get-
it.
we got to tell
Hey, you
people
guys,
where
get
we're
your
at.
Kleenex, man. You're gonna cry watching these.
But we got to tell people where we're at.
Tell them. Let them know.
37,000, but there was a few more that
Oh,
popped through. There was
Man,
a
we
few
got
more
so close to 50, guys. What a effort, man. I'm telling you guys, this was awesome, dude.
You guys did awesome.
I can't wait for the 48-hour one now.
that you can
Not
do that
funny.
by yourself.
I don't even know what to say. Huge thank you. This is amazing. Huge shout out and thank you first of all, well, it's not your birthday anymore, but Alia Wells, because this was your crazy idea.
Happy birthday, girl.
And
No more
thanks to-
dishes for Alia. Adam, Graham, JT, you guys are amazing. Sean, Essential Carnivore. The amount of work that went into putting this all together has been insane. Like, you guys have been working nonstop. Imagine if the whole world was carnivores like this, what a world we would live in. The amount of production and just creative, awesome, great work we got done putting this all together. Yeah.
Let's not forget Carrie and the man
yeah.
crew.
we
Absolutely.
wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't Carrie's idea to do.
Oh,
I appreciate it, but I
There.
gotta divert that for 1 second to shout out some more people. You see all these amazing carnivore doctors. I said it earlier about 20 hours ago, but you got to be brave to be a carnivore. You got to be really damn brave to be a carnivore doctor, sticking your neck out. Dr. Kiltz is in the chat right now. Dr. Hampton just left a super chat earlier, came on.
man, Kills
We had
is the
Dr.
bomb
J,
too,
Dr.
man.
Davey,
All the
Dr.
doctors,
Weideman,
dude.
Dr. Ovadia. So the 24 hours is up. Adam, good night. Alia, good night. JT, good night. Everyone else should stay and watch these. But you guys got to go to bed. You did way more than you guys are insane.
Well,
I-
I gotta. My daughter's right here, so I ain't going to bed. So I'm glad I got a couple hours of
Tell her I
sleep.
said hi. I'm ready to
Um,
watch these testimonials.
All right, well,
Awesome.
I'm out. I love
Thank
this.
you, Alia. You're the best.
Yeah, you're welcome. And look,
Thank
there's
you.
still super chats coming through. Adam, get out of here. I'm gonna kick you out.
Yeah, Adam, go to bed.
See you later,
Thanks,
everybody.
Adam. Good
Thank you
work.
so
Bye,
much.
Adam. Thank you so much.
Great
Talk
work,
to you
Adam.
in about a week when we wake up.
Right?
Thank you. All right, should we roll these? You guys ready? We still have over 1,240 people here. This
Roll
is
them
what
up.
it's all about. This is what. Hey, Bill Knott's in the chat too.
Hey,
This
Bill.
is what it's all about. This is the thought behind the documentary. This is what the great.
Documented stories
Yes.
that matter.
I get goosebumps listening
It's
to
the
that.
documented stories
Yes.
that matter.
Dr.
I
Kill,
love that.
the documented stories that matter. It's so true. It's those examples. If you want to change the world, you're not going to do it by trying to change someone else. You do it yourself. You change yourself. You document the example, and other people see it. And they want to do it, and you change the world that way. And this was a crazy thing yesterday. I hardly got any sleep because I was putting all of these together, and it really took a toll on me. Some of these, they really hit you in the heart, and you could just feel the need that each of these individuals have to share their story and get it out there. And it's so important to them. So I've been up for more than 24 hours because I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been up for 27 hours straight.
Too, man.
I'm
I
not
just
going to
waited
bed
till
right
about
now.
6
I'm
to
going
call
to sit
you.
here and I'm going to watch every single one of these. I think we got over 2 hours of these. So I'm going to watch them all with you. I hope you guys will watch them with us. There's 1,200 people on here now. So I'll stop talking. I'm going to put this on here. And thank you, everyone. I guess we can talk again afterwards, but thank you guys so much. Huge shout out. We shouted out the doctors and the team and everyone, but it's carnivore community. So many of you in here. Todd was in here the whole time. So many people in the chat the entire time with us for 24 hours. You guys are crazy.
Yeah,
Thank you
Todd,
so
Rick,
much.
Primal Mike, man, we had a bunch of people in here the whole
Yeah.
24 hours, dude. You guys are gangsters, man. Carnivore gangsters, dude.
Amazing.
You guys are like Kills.
That was one of the questions I had for one of the doctors earlier is what if everybody in the whole world ate like you? What if everyone in the whole world behaved like these carnivores on here right now? What a world we're going to live in. All right, I'm gonna share this thing.
They're
now.
ready, Carrie.
1, 2, 3. Here we go.
We're not supposed to die sick.
I was just sick of being sick.
The main thing has been my diet and fasting that has helped with my chemo. I've been a carnivore now for over a year.
In that first year of going carnivore, I lost 120 pounds.
I stopped snoring the first week. I started waking up in the mornings. I'd never been able to wake up in the mornings my whole life. Then I lost 7 pounds the first month. Then I lost 7 pounds the next month. Then I lost 7 pounds the next month. I lost 7 pounds every month for 7 months.
Before carnivore, I wasn't able to do and move and do the things that I wanted to do.
My tinnitus went away, my energy improved, my sleep got better.
And then it wasn't even a week. And all the inflammation had left my body.
And carnivore has freed me from all of that.
And this is him now. He got into his old Boy Scout shirt he hadn't put it on since he was 25 years old.
It's like I had to throw away all my clothes, and my psoriasis disappeared, and I had floaters in my right eye, and they cleared up.
The lump in my throat has gone. I get no acid reflux, I get no food reactions, I have no styes in my eyes, no ulcers in my mouth, no sore mouth, no Raynaud's.
It's changed my entire life, without a doubt. And so many other lives. I'm down 100 pounds since my heaviest. I've overcome depression, anxiety.
I'm getting stronger, much stronger than ever before.
There is a 5K that I have my sights on.
It's amazing what's happening to me.
It eliminated every inflammation in my body. Back pain, lower back pain, which I hadn't even said anything about. And it eliminated it all, right? In a week.
Started at 189 and currently weigh 128.
My blood pressure is normal. It came down. It's now normal.
My mom went on the diet and her osteoarthritis went away. My dad went on the diet and he lost 70 pounds. He had psoriasis. That went away.
I've lost now 105 pounds.
For 30 days, I ate only meat and water.
30 days, within 30 days, I actually was able to get off blood pressure medicine.
I'm better now, probably, than I've ever been in my life, and I haven't been taking antidepressants for a whole year.
Yeah, you were off all meds.
I was off all meds by the end of my 30 days. And that was like, whoo, unbelievable.
I had arthritis so bad in my toe, they thought it was gout. Completely gone. 18 months of suffering. They were going to do surgery on this foot.
And now, honey, we are medication free.
Yes.
I've been talking about this diet to spread awareness in hopes that the medical community can take something like this seriously.
Hi everyone, my name is Jeff DeProsperous and I'm here to tell my story. I'm making this video in particular for Carrie Mann, who I've been following, but for many other doctors. But I just want to also make this video to help others because I'm having a lot of success on this journey I'm on. I have 2 sons, Peter and Dante, 15 and 13 years old, and I have a beautiful wife that I've been married to for 17 years, Martha. I'm making this video to share my story. My story began my journey having stage 4 cancer, being diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer that has metastasized to the liver, pretty fully covered the liver, on April the 6th, 2022. I then started chemotherapy treatment the end of May 2022. I did 27 rounds of chemotherapy every other week from May of 2022 to the end of May of 2023. Every Wednesday I was doing chemotherapy treatment. First couple rounds of my 27 rounds, I just did chemotherapy. That was May 2022 to about July, end of June, July 2022. I have a very good friend Dwight Garlow, who I have no problem mentioning, and I'm sure he's okay with me mentioning his name. He introduced me to a lot of things, and diet was the big thing, the carnivore diet. He introduced me to fasting. He introduced me to supplements. He stressed the importance of exercise, even though I've been a high school phys ed teacher for the past 20 years. I was a varsity athlete. I played high-level soccer, basketball, football, rugby, track, everything in high school, in particular university soccer. So I'm here, Carrie Mann, I want to share my story. I also wouldn't mind if you shared what I'm sharing right now with these other doctors that I have followed religiously for the past year and a half. Those doctors are, in particular, Dr. Anthony Shafee, you're one of my favorites, followed by Kendi Berry, Sean Baker, Thomas Seyfried, Dr. Mindy Peltz, and there's a few other ones on that list as well, including Dr. Berg, who that was the first video I watched a year and a half ago. Myself and my sons, we follow these doctors. Carrie Mann, we follow you. We watch many videos on a day-to-day basis. I have been granted a chemo break this past summer. So I went from May 2022 to May 2023, 27 rounds of chemo every other week. But I had June, July, and August off of chemo. I'm making this video today on Wednesday, September 13th, 2023, with a chemo bottle attached to me. I just spent the full day chemotherapy at the hospital, went to my naturopath for hypothermia to enhance the chemo. I've been fasting now for a couple days leading up to making this video, and I will fast for another couple days. But in particular, my routines have been the same, adding things, taking a few things away. But the biggest game changer, Carrie, Anthony Shafee, Kendi Berry, Thomas Seyfried, because he's huge on the metabolic treatment, which I believe in. The main thing has been my diet and fasting that has helped with my chemo. I've been a carnivore now for over a year, pretty much the whole time. Just the first couple rounds of chemo, I was still doing the standard American diet. But from about July of 2022 to today, September 13th, 2023, I've been a carnivore. Beef, bacon, and eggs, mostly ribeye steaks, a lot of beef, a lot of hamburgers, ground beef, a lot of eggs, a lot of bacon, a lot of butter. My boys are listening to this. They're helping make this video and they're nodding. A lot of supplements. I'll do other videos on supplements and fasting, but I just wanted to get this out there to Carrie. And all my doctors, all my carnivore doctors, and all my metabolic cancer fighting doctors. I'm having success. From that May to May, I had 5 scans and I had shrinkage every single scan on all the tumors in my liver and the primary tumor in my colon. My primary tumor in my colon went from a CEA number of 187 down to 14 before I took my chemo break, which was pretty amazing. My liver spots all shrank every single scan, and my chemo doctor was shocked that they shrank every single scan. But I know it's from carnivore diet, fasting, and exercise. Those are the main 3 things that I'm contributing it to. My cancer's so far advanced that I have to be on chemo for now. The break was good. It didn't get worse, but I need to be back on it right now, and I'm continuing the carnivore diet and fasting and exercise. The past year and a half, because I'm in the state of ketosis, my energy level's constant. Even right now with chemo bottle attached to me, it is my downtime, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm sitting here in my bed, future videos, and I don't lie in a bed too often. I'm always coaching sports. I'm not working. but I'm coaching the sports teams as much as I can, helping out as a volunteer. My goal is to hopefully someday get rid of this horrible metabolic disease I have and spread the word, especially as a phys ed teacher. I have a kinesiology degree and I'm a former athlete. I want to spread the word on what carnivore does, what carnivore fasting and a ketogenic diet does, a proper ketogenic diet. And I'm going to quote a lot of people, especially Kendi Berry: beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. Oh, the butter girl's another one I follow quite a bit. I think that's about good. Peter's going to give me, how long has the video been, Peter?
8 minutes.
8 minutes. I wanted to keep it less than 10 minutes. Peter and Dante are my sons watching this. Am I missing anything very, very important? I think I covered most of it. Carrie Mann. On September the 16th, myself, my good friend Dwight Garlow, my 2 sons, maybe my wife, we're going to be listening in all day on your live carnivore with all those amazing doctors you're going to be having on there. I know you're setting up for a documentary coming up. I'm making this video very quickly for you because I've been humming and hawing about starting my YouTube channel and getting my message out. This is my first video and I'm making it for you, Carrie, and all those doctors. So if you can forward it to the doctors, please do so. Or please include me maybe on your live carnivore day on September 16th coming up. And it would be amazing, really amazing from the bottom of my heart, because I think I'm going through something really horrible right now, but it's a blessing because I'm changing myself. I want to share it with everybody. And if you can make me part of your documentary, I would love that. It would be an absolute privilege and honor. Once again, my name's Jeff DeProsperous. Carrie, please reach out to me and contact me. And thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
Hi guys, my name is Laura Spath and I have been eating a carnivore diet for over 5 years now. This whole carnivore 24-hour live stream is such a cool event. Congratulations to Homestead How for putting it all together and making this amazing resource that hopefully is going to benefit a lot of people in just learning what a carnivore diet is. I'm so passionate about that because it has saved my life and so many people that I love and helped us to improve our health and just live this active lifestyle that we want to for hopefully a very long time. I really wish I could have been there today. I am in the midst of packing, and by the time that you watch this, I will be on a plane on my way to Madrid, probably halfway through a bag of bacon that I brought with me on the plane. There is going to be a lot of information from so many different experts that is going to be thrown at you over the next 24 hours, which is incredible that there's so much information about the benefits and the impact of a carnivore diet. I just want to remind you and encourage you to take all that advice in and then put it all aside and think about what's going to work for you and your life. It's important to understand the why and the benefits and like all the nutritional stuff, but we're normal people. I work a normal job. Like, we're a normal active family who deals with temptations. We shop at the normal grocery store. Like, you have to make this work for you. And so while you're gathering all this information, make sure that whatever you're choosing to do and how you're going to implement it is sustainable for you in your life. When I first started a carnivore diet, I was 263 pounds. I was pre-diabetic. I was struggling with severe hemorrhoids, constipation, digestive issues. I was dealing with gallstones. I had tons of skin issues. My sleep was terrible. Energy was terrible. I had knee surgery, a torn meniscus just from my body was exhausted from carrying all this weight around. And I was at rock bottom. Like, I weighed myself one day and I realized I was heavier than the day I went into labor with my son at 9 months pregnant, and he was almost 2. And my body was just taking a toll and I was ready for a change. I started with keto and then very quickly tried carnivore. By that point, I was willing to try anything. I had been vegan, I had done Weight Watchers, I had tried everything, but nothing stuck for me until I found carnivore, until I was able to fuel my body properly, until I was able to just deal with the simplicity. There was no tracking, there wasn't this tons of rules. I was able to take all this information and really find a way to make it work for me. In that first year of going carnivore, I lost 120 pounds. And since then, I've really figured out how to keep it off, which I think is one of the hardest things to do, is to figure out how to turn this into a lifestyle over just some diet that we're looking on in order to lose weight quickly. I no longer struggle with skin issues. My joints are great. Inflammation is low. My digestive issues are fantastic and healed. And overall, I'm the healthiest that I've ever been in my life. I understand that there can be a lot of fear associated with starting something like a carnivore diet, especially based on everything we've ever been told. Like, what about, I don't eat vegetables? What are you talking about? How am I ever gonna poop again? What about my fiber? All of this information seems absolutely backwards to everything we've ever been told. I really encourage you just to listen to all of these experts with an open mind, and more than anything, just give it a try. I promise you, every single person who has started this started off with the mindset of like, this seems crazy, but everybody says it's working, let me give it a try. And we've stuck with it because of the results, because of how good we feel, because it's simple, because it works within our lifestyle. I'm able to travel and work. I have a grocery budget and a busy schedule and a family. And yet this is what helps me to stay consistent, to stay healthy, to avoid the traps of the carbs and the sugar and this addiction that I have with food. I'm able to eat meat and nourish my body and really just focus on living a great life with my family. I encourage you to take it one step at a time. So much great information that's here, but pick one thing that you can implement. What's some junk that you can cut out of your diet? Focus on getting more protein and really just figure out how you can start implementing better healthy habits over time. I wish you all the best of luck and information with the rest of this live stream, and I will see you next time.
Hi, I'm Cammie of Last Day of Normal, and I am a carnivore. I, for a long time, have not wanted to be normal, but I didn't know how to be better. I didn't know how to be optimal. And that's what the carnivore diet has shown me how to do. That through eating meat, I can not be normal. I can be excellent. I can be amazing. I can have more energy, less pain. I can lose weight while not starving myself. I can strive for more, a little bit at a time, having faith that true healing is happening and will continue to happen. And I'm just so grateful for carnivore. I consider myself to have kind of a small capacity. You know, some people can get so much done. Look, I've been picking berries. Some people have this huge capacity, and I've always felt like through depression and, you know, mental illness that I've had a rather small capacity. So making decisions hundreds of times a day about what to eat is exhausting. Planning, prepping, cooking, cleaning, shopping, all of those things are really exhausting when you only have so much mental energy. And carnivore has freed me from all of that. I either have a steak, I have hamburger, it's how do I want my eggs done today? And do I want 4 pieces of bacon or 2? Or 8, let's be honest. So carnivore for me, huge blessing. Physical health, mental health, which frees you up to do all the other things that you're meant to do in life.
So I was telling him about it, and that's when the ripple effect started. He got on it, and man, he's had amazing results. He's gone from almost 300 pounds. This is what he looked like before. This is what he looks like a couple of weeks ago. He's lost over 80 pounds. It's absolutely amazing. Not only that, his depression he's dealt with for many, many years is almost gone. So many other things have improved with him. My parents, who I never thought would change their diet this way, but they started seeing our results, and they both started on it. My dad, this was his before. So excited to see his progress. He's lost over 30 pounds. I think they hit day 85 today, and this is him now. He got into his old Boy Scout shirt he hadn't put it on since he was 25 years old. That's amazing, and he's so excited. I'm so excited for him.
I'm a retired family physician and have a master's in physiology. I suffered from a viral cardiomyositis, which is an infection of the heart muscle, back in 2001. Had made a full recovery of that and had done well for the last 22 years. However, at my latest cardiology appointment, I had an echocardiogram which showed that I was starting to show signs of what's called diastolic dysfunction, which means my left side of my heart is working harder than it needs to do. And because of my background, I know that that will eventually lead to congestive heart failure, and wanted to do something about it. So I was beginning my ketogenic journey 56 days ago. I became very obvious that I was very curious on why people were just trying to make things that kept their same lifestyle. And it didn't make sense to me. And I came across Kerry Mann and a video that he did with Dante Ferrigno, and I was very intrigued by that, and then found Ryan at Against the Grain and went down the rabbit hole of Dr. Berry, Dr. Chaffee, Dr. Baker, and all the other great scientists who have really promoted this, and through the years have read several books now, Dr. Bickman's, Dr. Bosworth, Dr. Boz, and have really been intrigued in the community and how the carnivore community has really been a internal support system. Lack of trolls and really the love that people are giving to each other. And I decided to go carnivore 32 days ago. It's been great. I've had definitely an endpoint of what I want. I want to get my blood pressure as low as possible, get my weight down to a normal BMI, and get my afterload reduction down to where I'm not in diastolic dysfunction with my heart. But on the journey, I've actually seen some things in the first month that have surprised me. I had a chronic folliculitis of my scalp, for which I had to take doxycycline about 1 month out of 3. And that completely went away. I've not had any bouts of that. And I felt one coming on the day I started, and it totally reversed itself. And I've had a right shoulder pain from an injury I have that also went away last week for the first time. So I'm on the journey. I really appreciate this community, what you're doing, what Kerry is doing with the Carnivore Diet movie, his wonderful family, and all the people that are coming around for this 24-hour marathon to really promote the diet movie and to get more and more people on carnivore.
Hi, my name is Rhonda Townsend, and I'm a carnivore. I am 60 years old, and I'm 5'3" tall. I currently weigh 120 pounds. At my highest weight, I was 200 pounds. So total weight loss of 80 pounds. So as I stated, I started on January 2nd, 2023. A year prior to that date, I had started eating the Plant Paradox program, and I was desperate to try to lose some weight and lower my blood pressure. So I did that program for a year, and I lost my first 50 pounds on Plant Paradox. But my blood pressure never improved. It was the same. My blood pressure was typically in the 150s over 100. So it was, that was, too high. And the doctor put me on hydrochlorothiazide, which is a water pill. But when that stopped working, they prescribed amlodipine, and that's a channel blocker. And I had side effects from that. My ankles and feet were swelling up. So they had to put me on a different one, atenolol. So I was taking these blood pressure medicines for over 30 years. And I prayed because I wanted to be medication free and wanted to improve my health. So nothing was working for me. I tried everything to lower the blood pressure. So Dr. Anthony Chaffee's video popped up on my YouTube called Plants Are Trying to Kill You. And that intrigued me, so I watched this video and binge watched all the other videos. And then Dr. Ken Berry's videos started coming up. And so I was nervous about starting carnivore at first because of all the negative feedback that, you know, you get, and family as well, not supporting that lifestyle. But I decided on January 2nd, I was going to give it a try. I said, I tried everything else, so let's try this. And about 3 months later, my blood pressure is normal. It came down. It's now normal. And that to me just sold me on sticking to this way of eating. I can't thank the carnivore community enough. Like I said, Dr. Chafee and Ken Berry have been amazing. They are just changing people's lives. And normally I would never have started a YouTube video. The only reason I'm doing this because Carrie from Homestead How was really motivating anyone who can to make a video and promote this healthy lifestyle and way of eating. So this is my first video, and I hope to make many more. I wish I had started filming from the very beginning of my journey, but better late than never. So I want to help get this word out. So thank you, Carrie at Homestead How. And I hope to be talking to you soon on my YouTube channel. I'm Rhonda Townsend at Carnivore Leo. All right, thank you. Have a great day.
I've been battling cancer since 2021, and I've been carnivore for almost 3 months now. Going through training for a half marathon that I want to do in the future. There is a 5K that I have my sights on.
Hello, my name is Noble, and I'm the camping carnivore. And 2 weeks later, well, we cleaned everything out of the house that we couldn't have. Things have happened between then and now, but long story short, my knees feel better, my hips are better. I've lost now 105 pounds. My girlfriend's lost over 80. And I would just encourage everyone to check this way of life out. And happy camping, y'all. From the Camping Carnivore.
Hi, happy Wednesday. This is Christine. I'm from Sioux City, Iowa. I started carnivore probably right before August 1st of 2023. Doing good, feeling good. Haven't lost a ton of weight, 7-8 pounds maybe, but I got to go by inches also. I no longer have stomach issues. I weaned myself with the help of my doctor off my happy pills right before I started this, and my mood is awesome, and I just love this lifestyle. Carrie, love your channel. Been finding a lot of other carnivore channels to subscribe to through your channel. Just wanted to say everything's great. Love the carnivore lifestyle, and I've actually found a couple people at work who are doing the same thing, and great results from them too.
Hey everybody, my name is Beverly. I'm 61-year-old mother and grandmother. I just wanted to give a really quick testimony as to what the carnivore lifestyle has done for me. Carnivore eating has helped me to cure several chronic conditions such as migraine headaches, seasonal allergies, fatigue, depression, joint pain, extreme inflammation causing plantar fasciitis. But I think the most wonderful thing about the carnivore diet to me is my why. Last year, I became a grandmother to 2 baby boys who are now 1 year old. And that means when these boys turn 18 and experience things like graduation, I'm going to be 80 years old. So I am looking to the carnivore diet to help me with good health and longevity. I want to be around to enjoy the graduation, the parties, driving the van with the kids in it. I want to dance at these babies' wedding. So I'm going to stick around and find out what happens.
I'm so glad that I tried the carnivore diet, because if I didn't, I truly believe that he would not be here right now. So last year I had a miscarriage, and I never thought that I would truly recover from that. When I was pregnant, I was eating for two, as they say, and I gained a bunch of weight, and then after I was just so sad that I just kept doing the same thing, and I gained a bunch of weight, which did not help the mental health, and it did not help the physical health as well. A few months later, I felt worse than I ever had felt, and I weighed more than I had ever weighed in my entire life. So my sister talked me into a carnivore diet, and mind you, I thought it was crazy, but I had learned so much while my sister was talking to me about it, and I was watching videos and everything. Can vary, you know. I did struggle with the diet, but I loved the progress that I was seeing, so I kept going. But I was not expecting to get pregnant so soon. My son, who is now 4 months old, is so perfect, and I thank the Lord every day that he is here and he's healthy. But I got meat aversion, like really bad. I tried to stay somewhat keto during my pregnancy. I didn't do the best at that. After I gave birth, I did do carnivore again. I ended up doing ketovore, and that's kind of just where I've been. It feels really good for me. I'm down 40 pounds from my heaviest, and I've kept it off. I have no more skin tags. Pretty sure I was diabetic, pre-diabetic, at least insulin resistant. My clothes are really loose on me, like the pants that are my skinny pants are too big. I know what nutrition is, and I can always cut things out if I feel like I need to heal. I was always unsure how to lose weight and keep it off, but now I know that this is how to do it, so that's awesome. Sometimes it's just having the knowledge that gets you where you need to go. I am not starving myself like I used to, and I eat so much. I don't count calories like ever. I used to have ankle pain from a sprain from 5 years ago. It would flare up sometimes. It doesn't happen when I'm eating a meat-based keto diet. Hardly any issues with my tummy and bathroom stuff like I used to have. I used to have acid reflux and heartburn. That's gone. Skin doesn't itch like it used to. My legs would itch so much. I would scratch myself raw from my insulin resistant itchiness. Popping knees, no more. Keratosis pilaris is better. They're just like less bumpy and less red. No more tonsil stones, those were annoying. Eczema on my hands is better, and I think it's mostly the fat that I'm eating is really helping with that. So writing this list made me realize how much carnivore and ketovore has really helped me, and I can't wait to expand on this list. One last little thing, it's really fun. Me and a couple other meat-based ladies, Ellie from Nourishment Redacted and Christy from Meeting Wellness, are starting a new live stream series specifically geared towards women eating a meat-based keto diet. It's called Lioness Lifestyle Live. We hope you will come stop by on September 26th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be streaming on each of our channels, and we can't wait to see you there. Bye.
Hi Carnivore family, I'm Mike, also known as Primal Mike on YouTube. I have been on carnivore lifestyle for over 4 months now, starting on May 1st of 2023. I had previously been on low-fat, high-protein diet, eating vegetables as my source of carbohydrates. I was a victim of mass media propaganda that assured that this type of diet is healthy, it's protective against infectious diseases, and would eventually lower my chance of severe complications if I ever catch the C virus. Whether the latter statement is true, I'm not sure, but the first part for sure was not. I became malnourished. Most of my hormones were out of balance. I went from near 180 pounds of athletic, yet puffy look on standard American diet to below 140 pounds, losing significant amount of body fat and muscle in the process. Eventually, my whole body was hurt. My soul was hurt, and I was a wreck. In April of this year, I decided to go for a pilgrimage trip to Mexico, hoping that I will fix my soul that was damaged. And yes, I have. After I came back home, after 10 days of amazing experience, I decided to fix my body, mentally and physically, with the carnivore lifestyle. And I am thriving like a wild animal. My hormones start to improve, and I gained about 12 pounds so far, mostly muscle, but along with body fat, which is equally important for humans. I am getting stronger, much stronger than ever before. I work out like an animal every single day. I eat like an animal every single day. And I feel like an animal, strong animal, every single day. And the best is still to come. I love each and every single one of you. That's why I call you my carnivore family. I'm always here to hear what you have to say and support through your journeys. I love you guys. Thank you.
It's my 42nd day on the Lion Diet. How do I feel? I felt motivated, optimistic, more hope. I've had so many allergies to different foods. I went on vegan, I went on fruitarian, I went on low-fat diet, very low fat, and developed low B12, low thyroid function, loss of hair in the legs, cold, really cold all the time, lack of energy, bad anxiety. Basically developed this white patch on my tongue, which through the years grew bigger. It was growing all the time. It was changing shape on my tongue, and eventually it turned red and turned cancerous. And it seems to swell from one day to the next. Today might be a little less swelled, but my lisp goes worse. When the tongue's hurting and it swells more. And the thing is food seems to be directly related to the tongue swelling and tongue hurting. So definitely plant food is out, and definitely meat seems the best. It's something I cannot control, and that's the pollution and how much it affects me. And I know that anyone listening to this will not think, may not have thought much about pollution. Indoor pollution, outdoor pollution. It's just as bad for you as eating bad foods. My body now has become so attuned to what I eat, how I feel with the foods I eat, how much it affects my tongue, my lymph nodes, my body, my aches, my skin. I know exactly how different foods affect me and what to eat and what not to eat. If you're in a house frying foods, the smoking is going in the house. That is toxic, highly toxic. It's one of the worst. And you're breathing that in, that smell can linger for ages in the house. If you haven't opened your windows and got some extractor fan on to get rid of it from the house, you're breathing all that in and damaging your lungs. I'd say it's just as bad, if not worse, than cigarette smoke.
My wife and I of 44 years. We have 7 children, 22 grandchildren, and should have more to come. I'll be 64 in December. It's because I want to show other people that aren't old, that maybe have had a lot more birthdays than other people, that this carnivore diet can make you feel young again and give you a lot of confidence in what you're doing, to show that how you can do this on the carnivore diet. You know, I'm not all inflamed or anything. I can get out and move around when I'm just eating pretty much meat and eggs, and I do some dairy. I don't snore, my ED's gone away. My wife tells me, you got a big indent, because I sleep on my side between my hip and my ribs. She says, that's because you're so skinny. And I have other people telling me I'm too skinny. But I'm down to about 193 pounds. And I only want to drop a little bit more, down to about 185 would be great. Anyways, we live in Idaho. I'd like to encourage everyone that's on this 24-hour marathon to make sure that you contribute some money today so we can get this carnivore movie going, so Carrie can get it going. and have the funds that he needs to get it off the ground and make it a reality. You know, I can't wait till he goes up and he sees Bill up in Alaska and see Bill walk out of his cabin.
Hi guys, I'm Mia, and our YouTube channel is Carnivore Rebels. I've been on this journey a long time. For me, it started with I am an above-knee amputee, and I have been in pain most of my life, however, due to gut issues. And after the accident, I was in pain, chronic. I was on tons of medication, hardcore pills, tons of pills that would leave me lethargic. And my husband got tired of seeing me like that, and so did I. We've tried keto, we've tried Ketovore, and really what has worked was he found carnivore. I did a 33-day challenge for carnivore, and guess what? After 33 days, my inflammation was down. I was off most of those pills. Now I'm off all of them, except my thyroid pill. If I could grow that back, that'd be awesome. No doctor out there ever told me anything about diet, except they wanted me to continue on the SAD diet. I tell you guys, before carnivore, I wasn't able to do and move and do things that I wanted to do and be as mobile as I am now. I've always been overweight most of my life, and a lot of that weight has been going away slowly but surely. But more than anything, the inflammation and the pain is going away. I don't have to use my wheelchair as much as I used to. I don't have to, you know, depend on my crutches as much as I used to. I was using a cane almost consistently, and I don't have to do that. So for me, walking is now something that is more natural and I'm able to do, and I'm happier.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Trey from Carnivore Rebels. Just wanted to introduce myself to the larger carnivore community and tell you a little bit about my journey. 2012, I found keto, but here's the thing, 2015, I retired from the Army. And after years, 20 years of jumping out of planes, ruck marching, 3 combat tours, my body was going through all kinds of issues. Finally, in 2019, we tried prolonged fasting. It worked, but we were still having issues. Then 2022, we finally got rid of the vegetables. Once we ditched the vegetables, everything changed. Then we went full carnivore, no fruit, nothing, just beef, bacon, butter, eggs, salt, and water. And that was it. Since then, inflammation, plantar fasciitis, insomnia, allergies, just a few things to name it, even arthritis, are gone.
Hey friends, this is Martha over at Living La Vida Carney. New channel coming on Monday. Let me tell you a little bit about what carnivore diet has done for me in such a very short amount of time. I'm into it about 100 days. By day 5, blood pressure back to normal. Joint pain, back pain, gone. I used to walk down the stairs very gingerly because I was afraid that I would fall, and I was in pain, and every step was very, very painful. All of that is gone. Even just waking up in the morning, getting out of bed, it was painful. But it's amazing. It's like I'm a new person. I feel amazing. I love it. My energy is up. My mood is up, and it's like I have a new lease on life or something. It's amazing. So I want to ask you a question. What would happen if you gave carnivore diet 90 days? Yes, I lost weight. I got rid of a lot of inflammation, down about 28 pounds in about 100 days. What would happen to you if you gave it 90 days? If you gave it 90 days, what would happen? What if at the end of 90 days you had hope again? What if at the end of 90 days you could breathe okay again, sleep well again? What if at the end of 90 days you could work out again, go to the gym, or even want to? What if at the end of 90 days you lost 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 20 pounds? What would happen if you gave it 90 days? Well, I want to walk that journey with you. We all want to walk that journey with you. There's healing and there's hope at the end of 90 days. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Christy, and my carnivore journey started 31 long years ago at the age of 16. So around that time, I started putting on a little bit of weight, and that led me to this vicious cycle that many of us are so familiar with of just yo-yo dieting up and down. So I didn't know how to lose weight or how to eat correctly, and I basically counted calories and started obsessing about food for many long years. And I would just reduce my calories drastically, and yes, I would take off a few pounds, but I was miserable. I was young, I should have been energetic and full of life, and instead I could barely drag myself out of bed and put one foot in front of the other in order to just do life, because I was so hungry and my body was so starved for nourishment. But I thought, well, that's how you're supposed to lose weight, so I'm just gonna keep trying to eat less. Of course, when I couldn't eat any less, then I would kind of just give up and binge, and here would come the sleeve of Oreos. So the weight would kind of creep back on, and that cycle would just begin again because I couldn't get fat. What would people think if I was fat? So then came the Atkins diet craze, and I knew about it, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna try this Atkins diet. Well, I didn't research the Atkins diet. My research was what people told me or what I heard, because social media was not maybe our go-to move. And so what I heard was, well, just, you know, cut your carbs. Net carbs are fine. You can buy some bars and some shakes and things like that. And so, yes, I did Atkins, but it wasn't done correctly. But I sort of stayed mostly low carb through my 30s and into my 40s. I was kind of low carb / trying to be Atkins off and on, but kind of the same, right? With the occasional binge time and then putting on those 15 to 20 pounds. But where my real journey began, where the success story of my journey began, was about 6 months ago in February. And I had put on that pesky 15 pounds again, and I thought, keto, I haven't done keto, I'm gonna try keto. And at that time, again, it's not like I did any research into keto. I just knew, well, on keto, bacon equals good and bread equals bad, and I'm just gonna do it. And so I sort of jumped in, and this time I did go on social media, because back in 2020, I'm a teacher. They sent us all home and they said, just teach from home and figure it out with no training. And so we had to lean on somebody, and we leaned on each other at that time. So I learned about Facebook groups and getting on those through that. And so when I went on keto, I very quickly, maybe a week in, joined some Facebook groups about that. And somebody, some awesome person, posted about Dr. Berry. And I did not have a clue who Dr. Berry was. But I thought, well, I'm gonna go ahead and watch this guy and see what he has to say. And through that time, I learned how to eat keto the correct way, with the heavy meat-based, the real whole foods, and I started incorporating that into my diet. Now, I did lose weight. I lost just about 20 pounds, and I dropped from a size 6 down to a size 2 on keto, which was excellent. And really, that's what I was looking for. But slowly and gradually, the vegetables and other things just sort of disappeared from my plate. It was never a conscious choice. I just like meat, you guys. Pretty soon the rest of that slid off my plate. The rest of those carbs slid off my plate, and I realized that I am a carnivore. What I didn't realize by accidentally kind of sliding into that carnivore life was all of the other benefits that I would gain. The mental health benefits. I don't think I can state enough how trapped by food I was, how obsessed with food I was, thinking about every morsel of food, every fat gram, all my life from the age of 16 to the age of 47. And now on carnivore, that is gone. I think about food when I get hungry. When I get hungry, I eat a big plate of meat, and then I don't think about food until I get hungry again. that has freed up so much mental space in my head. And the other thing about that is I used to be anxious, very anxious, mostly socially anxious. I didn't really want to be around people. I do think I'm an introvert. I still think I'm an introvert, but I'm not afraid to talk to people. In my prior state, I would not have been making this video and putting it out there on YouTube, and nor would I have started my channel. So it's called Meeting Wellness. And I wanted to make this channel because a lot of people, a lot of stories include a lot of weight loss, and that is great. On my body, it's not a lot of weight loss. It's not something you can just look at me and say, wow, look at her before and after picture. Those are powerful, but I don't have those. But what I have is a just plethora of mental benefits, two of which I described here, but which I go into detail on my channel. So I hope you guys will stop by my channel, Meeting Wellness on YouTube, and I'm gonna go meet some wellness, one more YouTube video on my channel, and one more piece of ribeye at a time.
Hey Carnivore community, Carrie and everybody else. My name is Vitaly. I'm from PNW Health Journey. I just started my channel not too long ago, started to document my journey on getting healthy. I've been doing carnivore diet for just a little bit over 100 days. I started with 378 pounds and lost so far 72 pounds. So my why, it was I developed blood clots in my leg, and 3 days later I was back in the ER and they found blood clots in my lungs. Depression set in, almost cost me my family. My wife couldn't handle the pressure, my depression, all that stuff, so I had to do something. Start praying to God for guidance on how to heal myself, since doctors didn't really help. None of the doctors said you need to change your diet to fix your problem. And Dr. Barry, with his videos, start popping up in my YouTube channel, on our YouTube feed. And I was kind of brushing it off because, hey, carnivore diet to me was, how can you sustain yourself on meat? And since I've been praying, and I thought to myself, maybe, hey, that's what it is. Maybe I should check it out. So I started watching Dr. Barry's Carnivore 101 videos, and I binge watched them and decided to give it a try. So just a little over 100 days later, and 71 pounds down, I don't have issues with blood clots anymore. My lungs, I breathe normally unless I jog or sprint. Energy level went up like crazy, and if I don't exercise outside or walk at least, I can't fall asleep. And to me, that's a positive thing. And I mean, the carnivore Kip, I mean, that guy is such an inspiration. Being just under 400 pounds and he started jogging and stuff, I was like, man, I can do this. Why am I still walking? And recently I added jump rope to my exercises. Oh man, I feel so good. My energy, I deplete my energy so fast at the end of the day, and I sleep like a baby at night. And I wake up well rested and don't wake up in the middle of the night. Shoulder pain's gone, joint pain's gone, no headaches, sinusitis slowly going away. I don't wake up with the stuffy nose no more. Almost stopped snoring. I still snore a little bit, depends how I sleep. Or if I sleep on the stomach or side or my back. Other than that, the people that really inspired me is Dr. Ken Berry with his knowledge, Dr. Chafee with his knowledge, Kerry from Homestead How. Man, this guy is such an inspiration. Carnivore Kip, Sean from International Carnivore. Yeah, those guys are celebrities in the carnivore community to me. They are my role models, and I always try to watch their videos, and yeah, carnivore is amazing and I love it. See you next time, I guess. Bye.
Greetings to the carnivore community. Hi everybody, my name's Fred, and the first thing I want to say is, Carrie, thank you so much for doing all you do with the community. You've been a catalyst for many good things that are going on right now, especially the documentary you're doing, the 24-hour live stream that's coming up on Saturday and all that. Thank you very much again, Carrie. My name's Fred. I'm from West Michigan. I'm 71 years old. I'll be 72 in January. And I'm just going to talk to you about a couple of things real quick here. And started out 2 years ago with Dr. Berry, watching him, and my wife and I did like ketovore, carnivore lifestyle starting on October 1st back then, and went on through the holidays, did good and all that, and through January, and got to the end of January, we were on a trip and we kind of fell off the wagon and we're off for a long time. But back started again this year on the day after Memorial Day, and I'm on day 108 as of today. So many things have transpired during that time, but so far I've lost 20 pounds, and I've got real good labs and some wins to share with you too. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm a grandpa of 11 wonderful grandchildren, and I believe that we're not supposed to die sick. And I want to be healthy so I can do the things I want to do and keep on keeping on with the heart of a little boy. So anyways, a couple of the wins are my A1C was at 6.1 a couple of years ago, and as of my latest lab earlier this year, it was at 5.6, because Dr. Berry said 6.1 would be pre-diabetes, and I heard that, and I says, I'm not going there. And so the carnivore diet, I believe I contribute that to bringing it down, and I believe it's going to be down a little further next time they check. Now also, I've had some skin tags like under my arms and things like that. Well, they're gone. I don't know what's up with that, but they seem to got taken care of through this lifestyle. Went to the dentist a few a couple months ago, and she checked my gum pockets, and I said, how'd they check out? And she said, perfect. All of them were perfect. And that wasn't the case in previous checkups. And then another real big win was I was with my cardiologist 3 weeks ago, and I showed him my log from blood pressure and all this stuff, and they do the EKG and the whole 9 yards. And anyways, I walked out of there, and he had reduced my 2 medicines down to 1. And that's a huge win for me because I don't like taking drugs. And so anyways, that's a big deal too. Those are my wins that I've had so far, just in a little bit of accomplishment. I did some measurements. My chest was down 2 inches and my belly was down 1 inch. And so that's going in the right direction also. I feel I've got another 30 or 40 pounds to lose. But and I believe that will come also, and it's not too hard. So anyways, I wanted to put this out there. Kerry offered for some of us to put videos out there, and that he would air them during or after the 24-hour live, and I appreciate that very much. And I will be starting a new YouTube channel. Don't have a name for it yet, but I will get it out to you somehow, and it's going to be a lot of informative content. I promise you it's going to be good stuff, and hopefully some of it will help you. And I'm also going to use you guys as my commitment device to this lifestyle. So God bless you. God bless you, Carrie. Keep on doing what you're doing. Don't forget about his documentary that he's working on, everybody. Check out his website. And I love you guys, and keep looking up.
Good morning. This is Warren Holland. Thank you for this opportunity to tell my story. I was having more difficulty breathing here during the winter. My bronchial tubes would close up on me. And meanwhile, I'd been having arthritis and bad reflux. And I went in to see the doctor. He was concerned about high blood pressure and low pulse, and my heartbeat. He was saying that I would possibly need a pacemaker. Also pre-diabetic, and after that doctor's visit, I was looking for alternative to the medical route, and I stumbled across Dr. Ken Berry's carnivore YouTube videos, and decided I was going to give it a try. The results were just absolutely amazing. Within 2 days already, my wife said that I wasn't stopping breathing at night anymore. And within a week, I'd noticed a big change in the symptoms, in the various different problems that I was having. Everything from arthritis to the heart, to the breathing. And at 2 weeks, I went in to see the doctor again, and he agreed with me that it wasn't necessary to have the MRI on the heart anymore, that I should watch for symptoms if there was anything that came up. He couldn't find anything wrong. And at 6 months, I went back in for another checkup. Everything's going very well. I can't believe the amount of increased energy that I have. I'm back to the energy level of when I was 20. I've dropped from 42 waist down to a 32. It's just been absolutely amazing how much better I feel. And not as foggy-minded either. It's been quite the journey. Anyhow, I highly recommend the carnivore diet for anyone with medical problems. You know, why not give it a try? Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Hi everyone, I'm Ellie, and your nourishment has been redacted. The nourishment that everyone needs is meat. High fat, delicious meat. Basically carnivore foods. Humans thrive on ketosis, and I don't want anyone else to be addicted to carbs and sugar like I used to be. I'm here to support you on your carnivore journey, because it's been quite a long road for me to gain my health back. I'd love to share my story with you today. I'm a mother of 2 young children, ages 3 and 1, and I'm married to an amazing husband, and we are a carnivore family. The lowest point in my life was back in 2018 when I was 240 pounds, depressed. I used to have painful boils. I was so constipated where I would only go once a month, even though I was always told that the trick to that and the cure for that is to eat fiber, to eat vegetables. I had several panic attacks that would cause me to be in a fetal position, screaming and crying for this nightmarish existence to go away. My depression caused me to drop out of college and live in my bed for 5 years. Without my husband, who has always been such a good support system, I don't know how I would have survived. I discovered keto back in 2018, and that's when my nourishment was finally beginning to be unredacted. I began to focus on feeding my body lots of fat, and my energy soared. My depression lifted. I was my happy self again. No more boils, no more panic attacks. I was able to get pregnant with my husband, and we were able to have our first baby together, my daughter. During that pregnancy, my doctor bullied me into a mind space that I was going to harm my baby if I continued to do keto. So, as any person would, you listen to your doctor, right? So I quit. I would do anything for my children. Then I had my baby, and she had colic. We were isolated during 2020, and my depression hit me harder than anything. I tried and tried again to do keto, but kept failing. I wasn't able to produce breast milk, even though the doctors told me to eat high carb and keep scarfing down that oatmeal. I tried to be mindful of carbs, but nothing really worked. I was around 215 pounds at the time of when I gave birth to my son last year, and now I had another reason to put my health first. I learned about the carnivore diet. I thought it was keto 2.0 and just tried it. After years of yo-yo dieting and calorie counting and killing myself in the gym, I felt like this was my last shot to finally lose weight and get healthy. I wasn't pregnant anymore. I couldn't do harm to anyone but myself. So why not? See the mindset I had? I thought I was going to possibly be doing harm to myself because I was trying to eat only red meat, high fat, and tons of cholesterol. Funny how now that I'm over 130 days on the carnivore diet and I'm feeling the best I've ever felt in my life. I started carnivore at 202 pounds and now I'm in the 170s. I no longer have depression. I sleep so deeply. My gums don't bleed anymore. And I always have a smile on my face. My children now have a mother who is present and can keep up with them. I made my YouTube channel, Nourishment Redacted, inspired by the amazing doctors and other carnivore content creators because they taught me that I have to remember my why I choose to eat this way, and to never forget the pain that I had eating the standard American diet. I'm so happy. My channel shows how carnivore can be simple, realistic, and I want to delve into the mental space and spiritual health. I want to help you guys. I love connecting with my subscribers and other content creators on here, and I want to share as many stories as possible so that everyone can reach health. You can take it. You can grab it. It's yours. Every human should feel like this. Let's all band together and make sure that people have their nourishment unredacted. Thank you for listening to my story. I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.
My barefoot journey. My name's Angie Hebel. My why that makes me cry is losing my mom and dad way too early. my dad at 75 from a massive heart attack, even after he had had a heart attack and was following the doctor's recommended diet. My mom died way too young from complications from her Crohn's. She was 72. My dad was 75. I want to be here for my kids, my daughters, and my grandchildren. I want to see my great-grandchildren. I suffer from fibromyalgia, brain fog, back problems, arthritis so bad my doctor tested me for rheumatoid arthritis. I've had injections so many times in my back and my iliac joint for my sciatic pain. On pills for my migraines. I actually get Botox shots every 12 weeks. I get shots in my neck every 9 to 10 weeks as a nerve block. I've had problems with my foot. I've had a blood clot in my leg at 52 years old. I was in pain every day. If I was at a 5 pain scale, which probably would be most people's 8 or 10, I was doing good. I don't do the normal pain meds. My mom was on pain meds, and I have friends that are on pain meds. No. I'm a little more naturalist, but can't do that when you're out driving around and stuff, so I just suffer in pain. Anyway, I started my journey July 1st, encouraged by my daughters. Watched a lot of videos from Carrie Homestead How. I'm on Lisa Wiedemann's little group, so I get to talk to her every Sunday night. It helps. I love Carnivore Me. Amanda, you're an awesome inspiration. And of course, Bill. I've not met personally, but I have met Carrie personally, and he's just such an inspiration. To get to watch these people every day and be inspired is awesome. I myself am down 49 pounds. I was 252 in that picture. I'm now 202. I am 2 pounds away from Wonderland, and I can't wait. I'm feeling so much more comfortable in my body. So much more confidence. My pain is way down. My foot pain, gone. I am off 2 medications. I'm working on getting some other ones down, taking it slow. But I have so much energy. It is just awesome. I'm getting so much done instead of having days where I'm curled up in my chair all day or in my bed all day because I can't move. No bad migraines, usually with barometric pressure. I'd still get a migraine even though I'm on several migraine medications and the shots. Not small headaches, but not anything bad. I don't know. This journey has just taken me so far, and it's going to take me a lot further. I want to go hiking again. I haven't been hiking for I don't know how many years. Many, many years, because I couldn't do it. I want to go and run and play with my grandchildren instead of sit and watch them. I can't wait to get this out to many more people. It has to spread. I want to change my daughter's thinking to get my grandchildren off of all this poison. That would help with their hyperness, but she hasn't realized that yet. I just thank everybody in the carnivore community for how generous they are, and can't wait to meet more of you in person. I love all of you. Join me on my YouTube channel, My Barefoot Journey. Thank you again, Angie.
This kind of stuff you do when you lost weight. Did you catch that?
I did.
Hey, honey.
Hey.
Come on in and sit down. Carrie from Homestead Now.
Oh, Mr.
How?
Carey.
I don't know why I always want to say is now, because it is a right now.
Yeah.
Yes, he invited
Homestead
us
Now.
on his 24-hour live. So we're going to do a little recording real quick and tell the people who we are. All right. So, hey, everybody. My name is G. Brown, the Lifestyle Changer, and this is
Frederick Brown, the husband.
And this is Hanging with the Browns.
Yes.
So we have some specific things to share. And I think one of the most important things is letting everybody, first of all, know I'm a carnivore. And
so am I.
All right. We're carnivores. And we are 106.
106 days.
And I'm 104. We did not start on the same day. Tell you about that later, y'all. Share our why.
Well, the why specifically for me dealt with pain that I was experiencing and had been experiencing pretty much all my life. But recently, in the end of 2022, I had severe case of gout, inflammation in my body, in both feet, toes, ankles, knees. It was horrendous, and honestly, it was debilitating. One of the things that I experienced is there were times when I would alternate between a cane and my mother-in-law's walker, right, to get around. And my wife had actually recorded me trying to get to the bathroom one night, unbeknown to me, and she played it for me later. And when I saw it, I'm glad she did it. But guys, I was in so much pain. It wasn't even funny. And that was my end point when I was just sick of being sick of the pain. And I had gone to rheumatologist, and he didn't know exactly what was going on. He was supposed to be one
of the best ones in town too.
Yeah, absolutely. And couldn't figure out what was going on. In the meantime, he was prescribing me medication after medication after medication, a series of medications taken at various times of the day, various times of the week. And all he kept doing was shaking his head. Well, let's try this, let's try that. And I was looking at my wife. I was really getting angry, at the whole process. And never once did he ask me about nutrition. Did we even talk about food?
Yeah, were you having an allergic reaction?
Yeah, never once.
No.
And I had given him my background, my history of some of the experiences that I've had in terms of my body's pH being off, very acidic, which I thought may have had something to do with it. But just kind of brushed it off and just wanted to keep going down this path of medications. And That was my reason why. I mean, you know,
wait a minute. You were reduced to chicken Caesar salad.
Well, yeah, that was in my quest to find out what was going on. I had eliminated everything except for chicken Caesar salad. Unbeknown to me, that even the dressing and if I ate a salad that wasn't romaine lettuce, that would kind of trigger me as well. You know, so I was trying almost everything and eliminated everything from my diet, and it was frustrating. I did this for almost a solid month, and I was still having pain, still going back and forth to the rheumatologist and not being able to figure out what was going on. And enough was enough, and until my brother-in-law, my wife's brother, introduced it to us at the same time, right?
Now, what I like is the fact that once you heard it, you hadn't done any research.
No.
None whatsoever.
None.
It just clicked.
It clicked. And the thing that clicked for me, I think the most was I was excited about being able to eat again, because this chicken Caesar salad, you know, day in and day out, 1, 2, 3 times a day, it gets old real quick. It gets old real quick.
30 days on that.
Yeah, it gets old real quick. And I was frustrated and didn't want to eat. And when he started talking about a carnivore diet and how I could eat, you know, the food that I loved at any portion that I wanted, man, I wanted to hear. I kind of perked up, and I'm like, yeah, let's do this. But then, you know, afterwards, you know, I did take on the first day he introduced me. I started that day before I had my chicken Caesar salad. I said, okay, let's do this. And he cooked me a ribeye. He had like 5, 6 scrambled eggs, 6 or 7 slices of bacon, everything that I love, right? And I ate to satiety. I ate until I was fully satiated, and that was great. And I was excited about it. And then shortly thereafter, I went in and started looking at Dr. Ken Berry and Dr. Chavis and Chafee. I keep, forgive me, I always mess his name with Dr. Chafee.
So I always try to say it.
Yeah. And Dr. Baker and watch Carrie and watch some of the other people that were in the carnivore community just sharing their experiences, you know. And I was like, this is it. This has got to be it, you know. And then it wasn't even a week, and all the inflammation had left my body. I kid you not. From my ankles, my toes, I was able to walk. Didn't need a walker anymore, and it eliminated every inflammation in my body. Back pain, lower back pain, which I hadn't even said anything about, and it eliminated it all. Right in a week, and then within 30 days, I actually was able to get off blood pressure medicine.
Yeah, you were off all meds.
I was off all meds by the end of my 30 days. And that was like, whoo, unbelievable.
For me, I didn't start with him right away. I was 2 days later because I was a vegan.
Yes.
All right. The thing is, I mean, we tit for tat. You see him, you see me. It just took me a couple of days. But I didn't start with beef. I started with lamb. And my why, I had a slew from fibromyalgia. I was getting back injections. I was doing all of these different things. And now, honey, we are medication free.
Yes.
And on our channel, it's Meet the Browns. And with that, we take you everywhere with us. If we're on vacation, you go with us. From the ship to the train ride, to the grocery store. There's no topic off limit for us.
What's your favorite one?
Sex. Sex is mine to talk about. Go to the channel, I'll tell you about it. Yeah, so if you are bold enough to ask the question, honey, I'm bold enough to answer it for you. Yeah. We have videos. What was your pooping experience like? What was my pooping experience like? And mine, I didn't trust the carnivore diet. I did not understand, because I was a vegan going 2-3 times a day, and you gonna tell me that I'm not going? So there's a video over there for that. Like I said, no subject is off limits with us. This is Hanging with the Browns, and I want you to know I have on my Alaska shirt for Bill in Alaska, because we support what he's doing as well.
Yes,
Yay, Bill and Carrie, once again, you have changed the carnivore community. And we are so
absolutely.
glad to be a part of it. So we hope that some of you guys come and check us out.
Yes.
It is what it is. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy this 24 hours.
Hey, carnivores. I'm Misty Marcus from the Love Style YouTube channel. I want to talk to you today about the carnivore diet and how much I absolutely am in love with this way of life. I like to refer to it, of course, like you guys probably do, as a lifestyle. And leading a healthy lifestyle, of course, starts with putting the right fuel in our bodies, and that happens to be protein. That's one thing we're not confused about is protein with all the diet crap out there. And I just feel like it's not talked about enough. But you guys, you in the carnivore community and Carrie and these guys doing this movie, this is so exciting. We finally have a voice, and it's because of all of us collaborating together. And I just wanted to express my gratitude. I got off my high blood pressure medicine naturally. I wanted to do it naturally. I didn't want to be on meds forever. And so now my high blood pressure is gone. So that's like my favorite thing about the carnivore diet. I did lose 55 pounds. That was great also. But I like to talk about the health stuff even more because it's even more important. And my sex drive as a 51-year-old woman has increased, which I did not even think was possible at my age. And it's something that, you know, is a little taboo to talk about, but I'm not afraid to talk about it because us ladies, we have a little trouble in certain departments. But this will help tremendously. So I have stayed off of alcohol, and that is my other very big thing and something that has changed my life for the better. And I know that the carnivore diet has made me not want the alcohol, just like it takes away sugar cravings. Alcohol is fermented sugar. So I feel like it's helped a lot. I wrote a poem about it. Let's see if I can get through without a blooper. My weight went down, my sex drive came up. I used to use alcohol to fill my cup. Forget AA, try a carnivore diet. If you want to lose the booze, you may want to try it. Healed my blood pressure that used to be high. Got off all my meds, now I'm high on life. This poem is an example of the artist in me. Ketosis brought back my creativity. We got 3 buff doctors that have our back. Chafee, Baker, and Berry are bringing sexy back. Beef, butter, bacon, and eggs is a good place to start if you're feeling afraid. Whether keto, low carb, carnivore, or lion, all of them work, and at least you would be trying. If you want the passion back in your life again, eat meat, dairy, and eggs, and the joy will never end. Check out Love Style, and we'll see you there.
Hi, Carnivore family. My name is Sherry Sanders, and I'm a 71-year-old lifelong Texan. I started my new journey of eating lifestyle back on November the 1st, 2018 with keto, and then moved into Ketovore, and did that up until January the 24th of 2023. When I went to the eye doctor and found out that I have the start of macular degeneration, or AMD, in my right eye, which really, really rocked my boat. But after I dusted myself off and picked myself up out of the water, I decided that I would look into carnivore. And also I did research with Dr. Kenobi and Dr. Wiederman and Dr. Berry for the macular degeneration and things that I could do to adjust, to fight that disease. So here I am. I gave up everything. All I eat now is beef, beef liver pate because it has a good vitamin A for my eyes. And I ate a few eggs, and I eat turkey bacon, and I cut it in little chips for the beef liver pate because I eat biblically clean, so I don't eat pork. So that's why I'm eating turkey bacon, which is helping a lot. So one of my favorite, or the favorite thing I love to do every day is read scripture to Abba Father in heaven on a daily basis. And if I lose my eyesight, I won't be able to do that, and the thought of that breaks my heart. So that is my why. I want to defeat this disease, or at least stabilize it so it doesn't get any worse than what it is now. So that is why I'm doing carnivore, and it's been good for me. So let's get away from the negative and go to the positive things that have happened to me since I started the diet. The lifestyle is not a diet; it's a lifestyle. The Father has graciously healed me of arthritis, adrenal fatigue, acid reflux, hormone issues, stomach issues, sinus congestion, and allergies when I gave up the cheese, pre-diabetes, inflammation, and I'm sure there's many more. That's all I could remember, so I wrote them down so I could read them to you. I just wanted to I know that I had to make changes before I could even pray and ask the Father for healing. And so I'm doing my part, and I know Him because He's been faithful to me for 71 years, even times when I wasn't faithful to Him. So I know that He will be healing me one way or the other. And that's my hope, and that's my belief. Mr. Carey, I want to tell you that I think you are a wonderful young man. And I, for one, truly thank you for the way that you are bringing this carnivore family together. I pray blessings on you. And those that have come along beside you and are helping you on this journey that you're on too, for the healing. And I'm proud of you, the way that you're handling things. And I wanted you to know that I'll be there to help you in any way that I can on this documentary. So you have a blessed day. Bye.
My name is Robin Heron, and I'm a carnivore. I'm 57 years old, and I have 11 grandchildren. I have been a yo-yo dieter all of my life. And so recently, within the last few years, I began to hear about a term called the proper human diet. I watched Dr. Ken Berry, along with many other YouTube content creators, talking about the benefits of a primarily meat-based way of life. So I'm just coming in here to tell you guys about my why. Why am I doing the carnivore diet? I did keto off and on for about 10 years, but in the last 5 years, I found it more and more increasingly difficult to stay on a keto diet. So as I watched, people like Steak and Butter Gal and the Ketogenic Woman, Dr. Anthony Chaffee, among others, as they spoke about the health benefits of a primarily meat-based way of eating, I was very intrigued. I had a lot of health issues that I wanted to clear up. So I had really wanted to try an elimination diet. But if you think about it, what would you eliminate? It seemed kind of insane that you would eliminate all vegetables and all fruit and eat only meat and meat-based products. And that would help you find your way to optimal health. On February 22nd, 2023, I decided that I would try it. Since then, I have found some incredible health benefits. I no longer experience IBS with constipation. I am regular. I'm not hungry, and that's a miracle. I don't have any cravings for anything. I don't want any chips. I don't want any popcorn. I don't want any bread. I'm just amazed that I'm able to control my own food choices. This is something that I've never experienced in my entire life, is the ability to control my own food choices. I also have an autoimmune condition called eczema, and I've had it all of my life since I was a baby. I've had a resolution in having eczema flare-ups. However, I do notice that when I eat the wrong thing or something that does not agree with me, I will have an eczema flare-up, and that's a body cue that I can recognize instantly. I've had a reduction in the painfulness of my knee arthritis. I have bone-on-bone arthritis in my right knee, and to the point where I was really struggling to go up and down stairs and to walk my 2 dogs. Although this pain is not fully resolved, it's so much better that I can go up and down stairs without any trouble, and I do walk my dogs 4 to 5 times a day. I went to the eye doctor recently, and after about 20 or 30 years of progressively increasing prescriptions, this year, for the very first time, my prescription did not change at all. And even the guy who was doing my glasses was saying he's never seen that happen before. I'm sure it has happened to other people before, but for me, this is a miracle. I am a person who has to take an allergy pill every single day. And I have been taking allergy pills every day for many, many years. And also Benadryl at night. For the last 6 months, I have probably taken 4 to 5 allergy pills total. And I have probably taken Benadryl maybe 3 or 4 times since I started the carnivore way of eating. So I'm working on this as a hypothesis, but I think maybe carnivores don't have seasonal allergies. And then I also went to the doctor recently and had my labs done because I found that people were quite concerned with how my labs would be after being on a meat-based way of eating for 6 months. And my labs were perfect and normal. And also I'm no longer anemic. The thing that probably people want to know most about is, did you lose weight? Over the course of the 6 months, I've lost about 15 pounds. However, what I want to say about the carnivore way of eating or a meat-based way of eating is that this is a healing protocol. It's not a crash diet. The carnivore way of eating will improve your health and heal you from the inside out. And then your body will be able to release the weight. The main health benefit that I have found is that I have an overall generalized feeling of well-being in my body, in my mind. I feel calm, I feel balanced, and I feel settled. There's nothing that can beat that feeling. So the reason that I started my carnivore channel is because I'm seeing a disturbing trend in the African American and people of color community toward vegetarian and vegan diets. Even I have a grandson that is a vegan, and I'm very concerned that they are not hearing about the amazing health benefits that can be achieved through a meat-based way of eating. In my community, I am seeing a prevalence of diabetes, type 1 and type 2, autoimmune diseases such as psoriasis and eczema, heart disease, heart attack, stroke, kidney disease, kidney replacement, MS, mental illnesses such as bipolar and ADD and ADHD, as well as sarcoidosis. If we could recognize the fact that a meat-based way of eating may be the answer for some of these health concerns, that we could really heal ourselves from the inside out. I looked all over YouTube for an African American woman of my age or older that was doing a carnivore way of eating, and I could not find it. That is why I started my YouTube channel. I feel that the Lord is calling me to speak out to my community. I started my YouTube channel so that I could talk about this, and the people who want to listen to it would be able to listen, and those who don't want to listen don't have to listen. My YouTube channel is Robin Heron, carnivorous grandma. I'm thankful to Carrie at Homestead How for working on the Carnivore Diet movie. I think this movie is going to be amazing, and it's going to be a blessing to millions and millions of people. Come and see me on my channel at Robin Heron, #carnivorous grandma.
Hey, Carrie and the Homestead How community, Brian, aka Love and Bacon Brian, which is my YouTube. Big fan here in Southern California. Thank you so much for your passion. My story really quick is that my wife led me to the ketogenic diet in 2019. And that was nothing short of a miracle, because for decades I had been overweight. I had just resigned to being a fat guy the rest of my life. I was super inflamed, gout, you name it. And when I just made the adjustment from the standard American diet to keto, everything started to change. I started tripping out. And back in 2019, I feel like there's a graduating class of people that were just discovering Dr. Berry and just discovering keto. And, you know, a lot of us had some initial success. And for some people, keto was enough. And my wife was one of them. My labs were incredible. My triglycerides went from deep triple digits down to moderate double digits. It was incredible. I carried them around in my wallet like pictures of my grandkids. But then the pandemic happened, and a lot of life stress happened, and we had our first child, and just a lot of life happened, and I wasn't able to sleep. My stress was off the charts, and I gained back a lot of that weight. And so about 6 months ago, when I decided, you know what, I have to heal myself again, I had heard a lot more about the carnivore diet, and it made a lot of sense to me. My wife, God bless her, she's done with keto. She led me to keto. It's all she needed, and she's done. But I wasn't done. I'm sorry. I realized once and for all that I was addicted to sweet things. I was addicted to carbohydrates. I got to give a shout out to Dr. Rob Sivas for putting that thought in my head. But I had to do carnivore. I was not done with keto. And so I found Dr. Chafee. I globbed on to, all right, I'm going to do carnivore. I immediately lost 15 pounds. It was like in 2 weeks. It was crazy. But what was really interesting is I became a bigger person physically, stature-wise. I was larger at the same weight I had hit previously on keto. So literally there were old high school shirts I had saved just for the heck of it from the old days that I never thought I'd fit into again. When I hit a certain weight in keto, I was finally small enough to get into them. Well, I'm that same weight again on carnivore, and I can't fit into them. And what I had to understand was the concept of body recomposition and how the carnivore way of losing weight keeps so much muscle. You know, my passions, I guess my niche, if someone out there is like, well, why would I want to subscribe to one more channel? My niche is three things really. Number one, people transitioning from keto to carnivore. Because like I said, I think there's a graduating class out there that keto just got us so far, and it's time to go to the next level. The second are people with kids, especially young kids, that they're raising carnivore or ketovore, because I think that's a silent power that really hasn't been discussed a lot. You know, I know Ken Berry has a young child. I have a 2-year-old that we're raising carnivore-ish, ketovore, and she's like top of the scale on development, top of the scale on growth. And I mean, I'm a larger guy. I'm 6 feet tall, but I'm not a giant. She's a giant. And I really think that there's a genetic potential that our kids aren't getting on all this seed oil and carby crap and starchy crap. And that might be a conversation. I know Dr. Rob Sivas has a young child as well. I would love to have that conversation. But if we can give the gift of not being addicted to our daughter, what a gift that is. So that's the second thing. The third thing, I got to tell you, this, I call it the Finding Adam Again project in a religious sense. Like, God created us and gave us a blueprint for what fuel we run on, and, be in the world, not of it. And, you walk around a grocery store, everything around the perimeter. If your great grandmother and the 12 apostles were coming for dinner, they'd recognize all that stuff as food. All the crap down the aisles and boxes and bags with barcodes, that's what's doing it to us. But that's it. That's me. I'm here in Southern California, land of the vegans. Well, I love vegans. Medium rare. All right. Take care. God bless.
Hi everybody, my name is Lauren and I'm from Farmer's Wife Carnivore Life. I'm just doing a quick video today just to put in short my carnivore journey to try and inspire as many people as we can for this carnivore diet documentary that Kerry at Homestead How has very kindly started putting together and making this happen, which is really, really exciting. So going back to April 2022 last year, I became very, very sick. I had a lot of symptoms, a lot of ailments. My main one was something called LPR, which they also call silent reflux, which is a lump in the throat and just a feeling of obstruction. I couldn't eat anything. I lost a lot of weight. Every time I did try to eat something, I felt like my food was getting stuck. I went down to my lowest weight that I had been since I was an early teenager, getting down to about 7 stone and 10 pounds, which was really not a good look for me. I was very, very underweight. I just couldn't eat anything. Every time I ate something, I would react, and even healthy foods, such as vegetables and fruits and nuts and seeds and all different things, I was still having reactions to. I would get swollen eyes, styes in my eyes, stuffy nose, ulcers on my tongue, a sore mouth, earache. I had chronic UTIs, chronic yeast infections, verrucas on my feet, Raynaud's syndrome, which is where your hands go very stiff and almost like joint pain, a bit like, feels like what I think arthritis would feel like, very painful in your hands, and they go very cold. I was very sensitive to the cold and never ever felt warm. I had a whole host of issues that I needed sorting, but because of all of these, I started to suffer from severe depression, suicidal depression. I began to think to myself, if I have to live like this with all these problems, then I just would rather not live. So I drastically had to take some measure to try and prevent me from having this debilitating depression. So I went to the doctor and I got put on pills after pill. One was an acid blocker to try and get rid of this lump in my throat. And I came away, started taking that, did not get better at all. In fact, I got worse and worse. Went back to the doctor, and then of course I got given a double dose of my acid blocker. So they said take more and a higher dose as well. Came away, again, was just getting worse and worse. I then went back to the doctor with my debilitating depression because of feeling like this with all my other symptoms. And I then got put on an antidepressant. So I came away, I was on acid blockers, antidepressants, and they also wanted to give me something for my anxiety as well, because I was struggling doing my everyday tasks and I was getting anxious just to leave the house. So after realising that none of those were working and not doing me any good, I took matters into my own hands and I found a herbalist and went down a herbal route. She was the first person to suggest that I cut out things from my diet. She suggested I cut out dairy. She suggested I cut out gluten, which I did, and I felt better to a certain extent, but I still wasn't fully healed. It wasn't until one day I was making my lovely family a roast dinner, and it was roast lamb, and I took that roast lamb out of the oven and I smelt it and saw the fat, and my body was just telling me to eat that food, eat that lamb, eat that fat. So I actually googled if eating meat was that bad for you, and I came across the carnivore diet, luckily, and I have been on the carnivore diet for 3 months, and I've managed to heal all of my problems. My tinnitus went away, my energy improved, my sleep got better, the lump in my throat has gone, I get no acid reflux, I get no food reactions, I have no styes in my eyes, no ulcers in my mouth, no sore mouth, no Raynaud's, no joint pain. All of these things just started clearing up within the 3 months. I am left with 3 symptoms. One is I still have floaters in my eyes, another is I still have skin tags on my neck, and another one is I still haven't had a period. I haven't had a period for a long time, but I'm hoping that I can also heal all these things with the carnivore diet. So please follow me or subscribe to my channel at Farmer's Wife Carnivore Life and join me on my journey, and hopefully you guys can help me as well, and hopefully I can help you. So cheers!
Hi everybody, Frey here from New Zealand. I just want to get on this awesome thing that Kerry's doing with the 24-hour show. Adding my little thing. Grew up a vegetarian, thought I was fit and healthy. Used to ride racehorses, 15 a day, run marathons, but I was awfully skinny. I was obviously malnutrition. In 2014, had a fall. I spent the next 9 years living in chronic pain with a disease called complex regional pain syndrome. I spent many of that time in a wheelchair. I had pain all over my body. Last year, I started getting menopause, and this year I spent 5 weeks in bed. I couldn't get out. I went to the emergency room over and over again, only to be told, sorry, you are chronic, this is for acute, and nobody can help you. So literally, I thought I was going to die. I doubled my life insurance. I was at a point, I'm like, I'm a solid mum, my kids need me. So anyway, I found Carnivore from Charles Mattick's documentary that he did on Revised, and I went and added every single doctor on there, and I followed everybody. I'm now 115 days in. I've gone from 73 kilos, which is classed as obese because I'm 4'9", down to 58 kilos. I've gone from a New Zealand size 14 to a size 8. So I've got a little bit to go, but every single health problem I've had has gone. I just want to thank everybody in the carnivore community, because without this, I don't think I'd be alive today. It was really bad. When I hit menopause, my body went into overdrive and I just could not cope. I'm like, people with complex regional pain syndrome, your central nervous system's not functioning properly, and every little thing just really can affect you. So I needed to make the choice. I want to be a grandma one day, and I want to be around for my children. I have a daughter in university, and my kids just mean the world to me. So yeah, everything has gone, and I was told that this disease could not be cured. I just hope I could reach other people out there who have complex regional pain syndrome and living in their bed all the time like I am, to just try it. Like, just try it. This is the only thing, and I've tried everything that works. Get off that medication and give it a go. So I want to thank everybody. I do have a YouTube channel. I'm trying to help my friends out. I don't have any followers, so please come like my page, and I'll try and share more of my journey. Been an exciting one, but yeah, just so much love to give to the whole carnivore community. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jeremy, and I am a carnivore. So I started out, when I was a teenager, I was able to eat a lot of food, and I wouldn't gain weight, and unfortunately that sort of followed me into adulthood. Over time, I ended up gaining weight, probably in my mid to late 20s, because I wasn't as active as I should have been. I think by the time I got around to 2020, I was actually at 475 pounds. I think that was about the biggest I was that I remember recording. The way that I found carnivore was my mom earlier this year, 2023, had was looking into carnivore because of some issues that she was having, and so she had started for about a week, and she was feeling very good results. She was feeling really good, had a lot of good results coming along. So I figured that I would just go ahead and look into it. And so I ended up watching Dr. Ken Berry's video on carnivore basics, and that was pretty much it for me. Yeah, so I actually started carnivore on May 11th. I was at 453 pounds. I had diabetes. My blood sugar numbers were in the 250 around that time. Neuropathy was starting to set in. I had fatty liver disease. I was D3 deficient and I think B12 deficient according to the doctors. I had no energy and I had depression. It was just really starting to set in because I couldn't do anything and I was just really getting sick of that. But the great thing is ever since I've started, my weight has been on a nice steady decline. There were a couple of times that it kind of stalled out, but what I ended up doing was actually just switching over to just lion diet, where it's just meat, and got rid of the cheese and the dairy and the eggs, and that really did seem to help me. That doesn't necessarily mean that all the other things weren't as good, but lion is the best. That's not it. It's just for whatever reason, when I would stall out, that's what I would do. So as of this recording, I am at 381 pounds. So I am down 72. So, and I'm feeling great. I'm hoping very soon here to be able to go to a doctor's office and get some blood work done. So I can look at my A1C numbers and hopefully they can, check the liver, whatever it is. And, hopefully I'll find out that fatty liver disease is gone. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get a job pretty soon where I'll be able to have medical and be able to, keep these numbers checked every once in a while and have no problems. So Carrie, thank you very much, sir. And thank you to everybody who's watching. Have a great day, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of this 24-hour live stream. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. This is your Toothless Carnivore coming at you from Southwest Virginia. Just wanted to make a quick intro video for you. My name's Elizabeth. I'm 51, and I started on Carnivore February 7th. This year of 2023, and since then I've gone from 243 pounds to 200 and 199 and 200 and 199, and it can't make up its mind, and I can't seem to break that right now, but it's coming. I am just tickled to be able to share a little bit about myself and my journey with you. And I just am excited to have you along for the ride. Now, I am a mom, an aunt, I'm a wife, I'm a grandma. I lost my teeth when I was 32. I became a grandma at 34. And at 37, I had a heart attack. That was one wake-up call, but obviously I wasn't smart enough to heed it all the way. But since then, I have ballooned up to, 254 was my heaviest, and right now I'm at the lightest I've been in over 20 years, all thanks to carnivore and ketovore. I'll kind of waffle back and forth between the two. And it's pretty much saved my life. And of course, my journey is a lot like y'all's. I watched YouTube videos, Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Sean Baker, Dr. Anthony Chafee, Sean White, Intentional Carnivore, Carnivore Quest with Cassie and Larry, Kelly Hogan, Bella, Steak and Butter Gal, and the list goes on and on and on and on. And it intrigued me that we have been taught, eat your veggies and here, have a roll with dinner, because I'm very Southern, obviously. So we always had bread or cornbread or biscuits or something to go with dinner, or lunch or breakfast. And that was what I thought, like a lot of people, was the correct way to eat. Little did I know that my grandma was lied to, my mom was lied to, I was lied to, and we kept passing that lie along. things change. Information is out there now that, Lord have mercy, we didn't even think existed. We didn't know existed growing up. Of course, technology has gone totally crazy. I was an Atari kid, and that was when I was a young teenager. But that's been a while. So, you know, times have changed, and now it's time for this old girl to change along with it. So, I'm looking forward to documenting and being accountable through this account, through you all. And just know that Granny loves you, and we can do this. We'll do it together. And if y'all need anything, questions, or anything like that, please let me know.
Hi friends, I just wanted to say hey to everybody that is watching on the 24-hour live stream. My YouTube channel is called Carnivores Rach, LMT, not Element. Because I'm a licensed massage therapist, so I just kind of put the carnivore and massage therapy together. Anyway, I have been strict carnivore for 40 days now. I've had a history of binge eating and yo-yo dieting. And for me, this last 40 days has been kind of a different one. I know that I lose inches faster than I do weight. So, and everybody's story is going to be different. So just remember that when you start your carnivore journey, you can't compare apples to apples. It just, you know, really a figure of speech, but, I'm really excited to be a part of this carnivore community. I'm really excited for Carrie's documentary for the Carnivore Diet Documentary, and to see Bill's progress and all the other people that he's going to go around traveling to video. My hope is that for myself, that I lose weight. I've never really had any health issues like a lot of people out there do. I just have weight. And for me, in the last 40 days, I've lost inches. I haven't really measured, but I know I have. I've probably lost 2 pounds. And I know with my history, that's kind of normal for me. I have more muscle mass on my body than I do body fat. I'm currently at 231 right now. When I started, I was at 235 in the beginning of August. So with that being said, I really am looking forward to the end of the 90 days where I know I really will probably already start to see more of a change, a physical change. I know I've seen a little bit in my skin. I've seen a little bit in my clothes being looser. So go with that encouragement that everybody's going to be different, especially women out there. We don't lose weight like men do, and that's okay. You know, that's how God created our bodies. We are meant to be different. So anyway, I hope this is short enough or not too long enough. I'm excited for this 24-hour live stream. I'll see y'all later. Bye.
My name is Jess.
My name is Chad.
And we are carnivores.
The reason I started carnivore was about a year ago. My dad was diagnosed with colon cancer. And he asked my brothers and myself before he passed to make sure we got healthy. So immediately after he passed, I decided to go on the carnivore diet.
What are the health benefits you experienced?
Immediately stopped snoring, which saved us. I sleep through the night. I have more energy than I probably had in 20 years. I feel like I'm in my 20s. I'm 45 years old. I've lost 36 pounds. I started at, I think, 193, and I've got down to 156. I used to have brain fog. It'd get me a few times a week. That's now gone. I had sinus problems. That's now gone. So overall, just feeling a lot better.
I started carnivore as a Hail Mary kind of for addressing and fixing mental health issues after I attempted last year. I tried everything else, figured what could carnivore hurt. Had no idea how much the standard American diet wreaks havoc on your mental health until I started a carnivore diet. I've also lost over 60 pounds in 6 months. Started at 189 and currently weigh 128.8. I sleep better, though I don't sleep through the night yet. I'm not waking up a half dozen times. I might wake up 2 or 3 times. And then I'm right back to sleep. No longer have any major depressive disorder. No longer have anxiety. I don't have panic attacks anymore. And those were daily occurrences. Not suicidal anymore, so I'm able to keep the promise that I made to my husband and my kids, that I'd never do that again. And I feel better than I have in probably 20 years as well. I have more energy, I'm building muscle, and I'm happy. Finally, I'm happy again. So I get to experience what true happiness and joy is. So that's our story. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey Carrie, this is retired fat guy, Paul. I am coming to you with what's changed, how I got involved in this carnivore way of life. Although I'm not 100% carnivore, I still stick to a carnivore-based diet. I basically turned the pyramid upside down, and I learned this from you. I learned this from Dr. Ken Berry and following Anthony Chafee. All suggestions from you. You motivated me in many ways to take charge. And since doing so, I started June 13th, 2023. Immediately lost about 12 pounds just doing meat after coming back from Maui. After 2 weeks of carnivore, I transitioned into keto to let my body catch up and take over the changes that are happening. Approximately 25 days ago, today is the 13th of September, I went more carnivore. I tried to go carnivore, but my body wasn't 100% accepting it, so I went to carnivore, which is beef, butter, bacon, eggs, salt. I do mix in some berries, and those are strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, and raspberry. They don't tend to bother me too much. Also, in doing so, I lost another 12 pounds, about 12 pounds. So all in all, I'm down 32 pounds, which is great. But other things that I've noticed is tenderness in my head has lessened to some days where I have zero ringing going on in my head. Type 2 diabetes, I was never officially there, but I know I was in the pre-stage. I will be getting labs done in the next week or so. I will show those later on as well, also on my channel. I lost a lot of inches, 5 to 7 inches, depending on where you measure me. those are things. My CPAP machine used to register 6, 7, 8 times an hour I wouldn't breathe. There are days that I have 0.9 incidences, 0.5. Last night I was 1.8, I believe. That is lessening and lessening. When I take naps in my chair occasionally, I no longer snore. If I do, it's very, very, very minor. I walk a lot. My joint pains are less. I have missing pieces in my body, so I don't think I'll ever have those, but I actually can move more. I have less gout issues. I do have it from time to time, but I don't hardly take any medication. Where I used to take allopurinol, I don't take allopurinol at all. I haven't taken any of that since about the end of June this year. So things are looking up. I thank you. I thank the community. Y'all are awesome. That's what's been going on with me. And I invite you and all your viewers to jump on board. Give it 30 days. And if you're not successful for doing as long as 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, stop doing the sugar. Go to the whole food if you're going to do anything at all. And there's plenty of material here on YouTube to know what a whole food diet is. Stay away from the sugars, though. Sugars are what's messing us all up. Enjoy your meat and just eat less of everything else. More meat, less of everything else. That'll be getting you a good start. But thanks again, Carrie. Thanks for the opportunity, and I look forward to working with you. Take care. Bye.
All right. I think we did it.
We did it. Are you guys awake? Graham, you awake?
Yes, I'm awake. I saw you nodding over.
Hey, I'm here.
One last time, thank you, everyone who watched. I got one more thing to share with you, though. It's kind of funny. I think it's funny. JT thought it was kind of funny. Huge thank you to everyone who watched. There's some people on here that were on all night, like Todd over here. Thank you, Todd, for your generous match at the end there. Thank you, Alia, Adam, Graham, JT, the whole team, everyone that's put this whole thing together. And huge thank you. I keep saying it, but we have to elevate the voices of these good doctors. We need to encourage and have more good doctors like this. Dr. Tony Hampton being a big one. He's been in the chat here a lot of the night. Dr. Kiltz, Dr. Chafee spent a couple hours with us. Dr. Berry jumped on, Dr. Baker, Dr. Wiedemann. Not going to forget him either. Dr. Philip Ovadia. Just amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. There's some good comments. Jennifer was saying maybe we should do the testimonials at the end. I'm glad it seems like everyone is enjoying the testimonials at the end. I put that together very quickly. So I'd love to do that maybe on a regular basis. That was a suggestion by Jennifer. What I really am going to do next is start filming the documentary, which is the whole purpose of all this. So I'm so excited about that once I wake up and realize that that's happening. But these individual testimonials could end up in the documentary, or some of them could end up in the documentary. So it would be cool to do more of these on a regular basis. There's so many of them. I have a lot of people emailing me during this saying, how can I submit mine? How can I submit mine? So maybe we can do that, and I can edit them more. This one was cool, but it was normally I would splice it down a little bit more. Those were all coming in yesterday, and I threw it together as quickly as I could. So thank you, everyone, so much. A couple people were asking what the total is. I'm not sure what the total is. It's kind of hard to track between the three, but it's exceeding all expectations. So we're very thankful for that. It looks like the GoFundMe one is like $88 short of 60,000. So
yeah, so if someone's got $88, pop it in there.
Bucks they want to drop in there. It'd be pretty cool if that hit 60. So JT and I were laughing. Adam and I were laughing earlier. I want to show you guys this. This was I just thought this was hilarious. Adam and I were getting a little loopy around 2 a.m. or so. And God bless Adam. He's such a good guy. I told him, dude, just go. He had the hardest week at work at his full time. He was so busy all week, and then he still pulled this off. So huge shout out to Adam. When we were
Love
talking
you, Adam.
when we were talking to Dr. Chafee, my camera is up really high. And like if Adam would text me something, I would look down and it would look like I'm sleeping. But then a couple times I'm looking right at it. I'm like, man, it looks like my eyes are closed. And I was asking Adam, I was like, dude, like when Dr. Chafee's looking at me, does it look like my eyes are closed?
Did you show them the photo?
I'm gonna show them the photo now.
Show them the photo.
So
you guys,
I
was talking to Chafee,
like
and these two dudes are literally sleeping and leaving me with the guy I can't even keep up with. And I was like, it's my first time meeting with them. I can't keep up with them, and they're over there dozing.
So I took my camera and I took a picture of me and Adam, and Dr. Chafee's the best. He saved us. I told him this during the thing. I said, we're really tired right now. We really appreciate this. I said this to him during the thing. I was like, this is basically Dr. Chafee, like we're a football team, and Adam and I hand you the football, and then Adam, myself, and JT lay on the ground and go to sleep, and then you run the football through the other team and take it all the way down and get a touchdown. And we still end up winning, but we're just laying here sleeping because that's pretty much what he did for us. He answered all these super chats just brilliantly while Adam and I were just trying to stay awake. Okay, I'll stop talking. Here's the picture real quick. I don't know. I think this is hilarious. Hopefully you guys
this is why we were chuckling. Because they were trying to stay awake, and they were just so dead obvious, man, that these two dudes were sleeping.
You guys see that? Okay.
They were sleeping. I agree. They were sleeping.
Yeah, you can tell both, and that was at the same
I
time.
saw it.
Their boxes are right below and above each other, so those aren't separate photos.
It looks like our Adam looks like his middle school picture or something. So real quick, I took this picture and then I sent it to Adam, and then I'm just sitting here watching while Dr. Chafee's going, and JT was handling Dr. Chafee and giving him the questions, and I'm waiting for Adam to look, and then Adam was asleep or something. Then his phone buzzed and he finally looked up. And when he looked up, he laughed like so loud. And Dr. Chafee,
because he knew he fell asleep and he's trying to play that off, man.
Well, then after Adam laughed, I couldn't look at Adam. I just couldn't get the smirk off my face. And I was just like trying not to look at Adam because I knew if I looked at Adam, I would laugh. So this is what the most hilarious part is. This is what I eventually looked up at Adam and I had my water and I'm like, I'm going to drink my water because then Dr. Chafee won't see the big smirk on my face. So I start drinking my water and then I slowly look over at Adam and this is the look I see on Adam's face. And by the way, he had this look on his face for about 5 minutes and I could not stop laughing. Here it is. Oh wait, I got to switch here. Sorry. 1 sec. This is the look Adam had on his face. For 20 minutes. Every time I looked up, I was like, God, I can't look. And every time I felt so bad because I didn't want Dr. Chafee to think I was being disrespectful or laughing at him.
No, everybody was wondering what was going on, man.
That look on his face, he thought it was so funny, that picture. So that's what JT and I were laughing about. Hope you guys get a little kick out of that. We're a little delirious at this point.
He was just counting up totals, Carrie. He said he was awake, though.
Yeah.
It's debatable. Those eyes are very low.
I mean, we got the footage. We can go back and look. I think he says he was awake. There's a period of about 12 minutes where he had that look on his face. So.
I don't know how you guys didn't hit your head on the desk, man.
All right. I think we can end it now. What did we do here? 26 hours and 10 minutes. Should we check one more time? See if
they keep asking if we're staying here until we hit 50,000. I'm already re-awake again. Like I'm not going to bed, so you might.
We're at 59,912. I'm going to bed.
It was good though. I had fun. You guys fell asleep and didn't fall asleep. It's something to watch.
Yes.
Todd, I had a blast.
Adam's on here right now. Adam, did you see that? Carnivore Today. Adam's in the chat. Dude, Adam, go to bed already. So Adam, this is what I was imagining when I looked over at you, and Dr. Chafee was talking, and I was just like, I don't want to look. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. And as soon as I looked, Adam had this Garth look on his face, and I almost spit my water out.
Yeah, you guys were sleeping. Then I ended up asking Chafee if he's going to do a carnivore calendar for the girls. Like, things got out of hand, man, when you guys ditched me there, man.
You know what's going to be more funny, JT? I'm going to bed. What'll be more funny is we can actually rewind this and watch this whole incident live again and see where I almost spit my water out on the thing. I think I turned my camera off and went to the bathroom after that for about 15 minutes just to try to regroup.
I still think we can get the rest of the funds for the documentary if Chafee does a carnivore calendar for the ladies. It's just throwing it out there, him holding steaks and stuff, you know, by the grill. Just think about it, Chafee.
Yep. Hey, we just hit it. 60,131.
Hey, we did it, guys.
Amazing. Nice. Again, thank you so much. Huge shout out. JT, Graham, Adam, Alia. All of their links are below. If you guys could, there's 1,000 people on here. Before you leave, go like all of their channels, subscribe, give them some love. They worked incredibly hard on this whole thing. None of it would have happened without them. So Cindy Brown, too, with a $200 super chat right here at the end. You guys are amazing. I'm sure we'll update everyone tomorrow, maybe on my community tab with the totals. They're in a bunch of different spreadsheets, and Alia and Adam were on top of that. So thank you guys so much. We're now able to go out and start filming the documentary, which was
bring hope to the hopeless, Gary. We can do it now, thanks to everybody. You guys are the best, man. Everybody, you guys carnivores are the best, man.
Good, absolutely.
Give yourselves a round of applause, guys.
All right, thank you, everyone. Good night. Good morning, I mean.
Yeah, good morning. Whatever.
Good